Welcome TechBrothersIT. In this video, we are going to learn how to create Apache Spark Pool in Microsoft Azure Synapse Analytics. So here I am in the workspace and then I will be going to the manager, and here we have the tab to create Apache Spark Pool. You will click on new, and then you will provide the name. Let's call this one Tech Brother Pool. Okay. So now you have isolation compute, and take a look on that. Isolation compute option is only applicable to the node size of 64 vCores. Enabling this option offer isolation for Apache Spark compute for untrusted services. Isolated compute will cost the same as the non-isolated VM or same size. So here in our case, we are not actually doing that, but if you need to do that, then you will be going to enable, and then you have memory optimize, and then here is the configuration available for that. But in our case, we are going to leave this disable, and we have memory optimize, and we have all different size of nodes available. So we are going to go to this small 4 vCore 32 GB. That's the size of our node. So now here we have auto scaling option available. We can disable, and in this case, if I will disable, the minimum number of nodes I need is 3. If I enable, then I can start with the 3, and then I can increase to 200 nodes. That's that's the maximum number of nodes we can have it here. If I will increase 60 vCores, still the 200 nodes is available. So you can go pretty much with high configuration, and you can see that there is a lot of $1,700 something per hour cost if you go with the large number as the number increases. So I'm going to go with the 4 vCores, and here instead of 3, and then I'm going to go maybe with the 10. So in cases of when I have the load that does not complete with 3 and it need to auto scale, it will go ahead and increase it to the 10. That's the maximum number of nodes available. Now we can go and dynamic allocation executors, so you can change that setting. This setting is the maps to the dynamic allocation property in Spark configuration for Spark application executor allocation. So you can enable or disable depending on your needs, and I'm going to leave this disable. Now we go to the additional settings, and here is one of the feature I like it called automatic pausing. So we have enable, and then after 15 minutes, if there is no activity happening with the Apache Spark Pool, it will turn off, so it will pause. In dedicated SQL pools, you guys have seen that we don't have that option, and often I actually left for one whole night on, and it cost me $30. So if it would be like, hey, if there is no active session going on, close it or pause it after 15 minutes, that would be a great feature to add in the dedicated SQL pool as well. Now here you can go ahead and select the Apache Spark version. So we have a 3.4, and then you have 3.5 latest here in the preview. So I'm going to go with the 3.4. Here you can see that Python 3.10, then you have Scala version, Java, and Delta Lake versions, and R version. So all these different versions are available to you when you are going to create this Apache pool. Now here you will see Apache Spark configuration. I'm going to leave this one to default, but you have the view configuration here, and I think you can add those different configurations if you need to. But in my case, I don't have any configuration here. So see right here, no configuration to show. To try create new configuration, learn more. So you can create those configuration and add it here if you need some customized configurations. Now packages, configure setting related to the packages and how they can be installed onto the Spark pool. So you can also configure that part if you need to do that. In my case, I'm fine. I'm gonna go with a very simple 3.4 Apache Spark version. No special packages are needed for my environment. Then you have a reserve space for Synapse storage cache, and this tells you this setting allows the users to cache data when it reads from ADLS Gen 2 account. Setting this cache size to 0 will disable the cache. So this is important if you are reading the same files and all that over and over. So you can leave this to some extent, like maybe 50%, and it will help to read it faster because it will cache those results. Now if you want to do totally disable, that's fine too. So then there would be no caching feature available to you. Now we can go ahead and create, and here's the summary, and you can see that we will be paying between 1.66 to the $3.52 per hour. Now let's go ahead and create. So it is still deploying the deployment tech pool, Apache Spark Pool to the Apache Spark Pool to the workspace, and it can take between 1 to 2 minutes. So it's done now, and now we can see that it is created. So if I go right here, there are all different type of settings available. I can do scale settings. So if I need to increase or decrease, let's say I want to be increasing to these nodes and all that, I can change, and I can change other configurations as well. So all those different configuration you want to scale settings, you can do it. You can pause settings. If let's say we were done 15 minutes, now I want to do it 5 minutes, I can say, hey, if there is no activity for 5 minutes, just pause the Apache Spark Pool. And then you have packages, Apache Spark configuration, assign tags. If you like to do that, view role assignments, and you want to delete, you can go ahead and delete. And here's the pause button as well, so you can always go ahead and enable or disable, so you have this option as well. And then here is just if you want to go ahead and look into the other settings, those settings can be taken a look and change from here. So we all good here now, and in next video what we are going to do, we are going to go ahead and create our first notebook and start working on data analysis. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.